Welcome again, those of you that are back from the first series or from all the other videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining this family. I'm so excited that you've chosen to subscribe to my channel. And so on this channel, what we do is we talk about life experiences, lifestyle, and it's a place for you to learn, hear gist, relax, just enjoy your life. Basically, that's all. But anyways, welcome back to this video. Welcome to this this is the second video on the event series, and I'm so excited to be shooting this one. So what we'll be talking about in this video, in this event branch number 1. So I'll say that event branch number 1. That way you guys can keep track of what branch it is. Although I will also put this on the thumbnail and the title of the video, so it's easy for you to follow. You might notice that I'm looking that way. That's because I've got my laptop there, and that's where my notes is. So I'm still with you. Trust me, I'm with you. So we will be talking about your guests. Yes, your guests. The people that you have decided that you wanted to bring together. So I can give you obviously the different types of events that will just come to mind whilst I'm shooting this video. I'm thinking of obviously the big one, a wedding. Different type of things, different type of events, because birthdays, baby shower, Christian conferences, professional conferences, different type of events. So anyways, let's not forget that we're talking about guests. So your guests are the people that are coming to whatever event you're hosting, whatever event you're planning, whatever event you are the anchor of the day, or main person of the day, or the one in charge. Really, you might even just be planning an event that you're just in charge, not the main person. Main person of the day. But anyways, so with the guests, so when you're planning an event, and when I say the guests, I'm telling you to think about the people that are there, the people that are going to be there on that day. So now, for the guests, you need to think about the age group. So when I say the age group, I'm talking about if it's a party for young children, teenagers, adults, older people. If it's an event for professionals, if you're having an event where you're hosting professionals, obviously you need to think about the type of guests that are there. You need to think about the environment, the kind of people that you're expecting to be there. All of that determines a few things, and I'm going to talk about them in this series. So for your guests, you also need to think about the emotions or the impact you want them to leave with. I think that's one important part for me when I'm planning an event, or when I'm doing one thing and I'm getting people together for one or the other. I think about how I want them to feel when they're going. So for example, I will give you an example so it makes it easy and relatable. So if it's a birthday, you want people to feel high, like they've come to celebrate. If you're going to a worship conference, it would be strange for you to come out of that worship conference feeling like you've just gone to a birthday party, or you've just gone to a party, or you've just gone to a musical concert. Do you get what I mean? So the emotions, so they leave you feeling your guests would leave feeling like they've attended what you brought them for. If you've got a professional event as well, you want people to feel like, oh yes, I took a lot of knowledge, I made connections, or I'm ready for my next business phase challenge. If it's an exhibition, people should feel like they've gotten a lot of contacts to help them solve their business solution and create business solutions for them. Those are the things you need to be thinking about. So you need to think about the impact. It would be strange for a child to go to a kid's birthday party and they're falling asleep, or they're not happy it'll be strange because that means you've left out the emotions, the impact you want to have on them. So that's that. You need to think about how your guests are going to commute or travel to the place. It would be strange for people to just think about, oh, I've just found this venue, because all of these branches that I mentioned in the first video, they're all intertwined. So you think about, are they going to be taking transport? Or is there going to be a shuttle taking them from somewhere? Is there going to be traffic that can, disrupt their day or get them getting there? Because what's the whole point of you planning an event if people cannot get there or even get there on time? It would mess up the whole plan. So you need to think about how your guests are going to get to the venue or get to the place or what you're doing. So you need to think about that. You also need to think about your guests' outfits. And I say this because it's very easy for it. I think in the wedding section it's quite easy. When it comes to other parts, people might almost forget the outfits of their guests, and I think it's just as important as the same way you would take it seriously in a wedding, because if your guests are not informed, it will be strange for them to, if for example you're in a professional event, if they turned up in shimmery sequin dresses, they're all dressed nicely. However, if it's for a conference or a networking event, they're probably overdressed. So you need to, prepare their minds for the kind of events, the kind of outfits they're expected to wear. All of those things you need to put into place for your guests, or you need to just let them know. It's not about you picking out the clothes for them, no. You just need to inform them what to wear or what the event is going to be about. That way they can tailor their outfits to it. Sometimes you see some invites, they even put black tie, or they tell you, sequin, some they tell you dress up, some they tell you show out something. So, think about it that way. Think about the activities you want to do on that day as well, on the day of your events. Think about the activities you want your guests to do. So, using the same professional example, if you go to a networking event, you want people to have maybe every 5-10 minutes to do a speed dating where they're networking with each other and talking about their different companies or where they've come from. If it's let's say if it's a baby shower, you need to have the right kind of props for the right kind of games that that's suited into the theme of the event. So those are the things that you need to think about. So you think about your events, think about your guests, think about the activities that you want them to do. So I've mentioned a few things. Okay, so and then one more thing, not one more, two more things. You think about your guest size. So think about what you can manage. Don't go and do more than you're safe. If you cannot do events of more than 60 people, don't go and say you can do 100. Do what you can do. Manage this guest size, or select the guest list to the size that you can manage. Don't overdo it. You cannot invite everyone to your events. Even some of the people that you would invite might not even make it. So try to be take your guest list, your guest size as an important task as well. I know coming from a Nigerian background, for our weddings, our parents don't understand this guest size thing. But even with you giving them leeway, there's still some things that even you yourself as let's say, for example, in my own position as the bride, there's some things that I could do, there's some things that I could cut back, there's some, you just find a way around it too. Because in the end, for example, in my wedding, I knew that I didn't want people to be packed, because I don't like going to a wedding where people cannot find seats, or people are all standing, or they're looking all sweaty, and I don't like that. So I remember taking that into consideration when selecting my guest size or guest list. So think about that. And then finally, think about the access for your guests. So when I say access, So now you need to think about, do they need entry cards? Do they need entry badges? Would they need lanyards? Would they need just maybe like a sticky note? Or would they need anything fancy? It's up to you. Or would they not need anything at all? Literally just walk in and walk out. Would they need, even if that's, it doesn't need to be like a fancy rope. It can be like, I've been to some events where they have like just this paper tags that they've put as indication they are for that event. So just think about things like that as well when you're thinking about your guests. So with that, I've given you another, I'm trying. You should clap for me. Even if you clap for me, I'll clap for myself. Anyways, I've given you 7 points again under this guest. So quick recap. We had a first video, just like an umbrella video, to introduce us into the series, and it was talking about events, and we talked about the events and all the different trees, about 7 branches, and one of the branches is what we've discussed today, which is the guests. And so we look forward to obviously talking about the rest. So without further ado, we have now come to the end of this second video on that events. I'm super excited. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. But anyways, we have finished this video. So we're going to do what? Our culture. By now, people should be echoing it behind. You're echoing behind the scenes as you are getting to this place. You already know what's going to happen. You already know. Anyways, we are going to do what? We're going to like it. We're going to share it. We're going to subscribe. You're going to tell a friend. You're going to click notification bell. Aha! I'm forgetting that one. Click notification bell. So yes, so share it, like it, subscribe, notification bell, comments. The assignment is plenty. All these homeworks, 5. But don't worry, it's not too much. All of this homework we finish in a second. As soon as they're watching that video, they just be clicking it. Even in the middle of it, be clicking it, be watching it. So if you've enjoyed what you've heard, please do the assignments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.